damn, back when they moved in? Well, we've been on 6th Street for a while now. How many internet commissions have we taken these past few days? We're still newbies, so you know how it is. It's okay. We're starting our proxy business and making a video store from scratch. Side by side. It'll take time. Oh, man. Have you watched Trigger's story quest? It is depressing.
My real name. I haven't used that in a long time. But I do have a code name. You can call me Charon.
Also, her real name isn't Charon. I guess that's good because I'm gonna be honest with you, this code name sucks.
Who are you? Help me. It hurts. So cold. I don't want to die.
There must be something we can do. I'll contact the hospital and we can get him out of the hollow.
His internal organs are ruptured. He'll bleed out long before we can get him out. No rescue team can beat the clock when life fades this fast.
Am I dying? I just want to go home.
I need more than a conversation. Fix to mirror this situation. A million times for a big dissection. Dig it, drill it, splash it, remove it. The hands get dirty, shove it, it rains again, my lord. This was but a day, it turns out so best thing. This will be a better place for us to live. Sister, brother, look at my armor. Believe the hammer, break the trigger. We don't need a leader, all the ones. We are all together, much more stronger. We will ride where we get stone. From block to bone, I passion no. Working hard all day long. We are all together, you will be alone. Come on.
Hello everybody and welcome back to ZENLESS Zone Zero, where for some reason Charon is going...
Charon, are you okay? Did you get hurt during the fight just now?
I mean, Charon's story is surprisingly dark right now.
I'm fine, don't worry about me. As I mentioned before, these eyes of mine have their uses, but they bring just as much inconvenience. The rejection reaction you saw just now is one of them. Staring into death. It's not something I handle well.
My head. Where am I? Who are you people? I remember now. There was a madman, a lunatic who tied me up and dragged me into the hollow. You're not.
I'm not the lunatic you're talking about. Can you stand? There are 2 more unconscious survivors here. If you can, help us carry one of them. Let's get out of here together.
Leave? We can leave this place? What about that lunatic who shot at me from the shadows?
The culprit should be gone by now. Charon, let's get the survivors out. Follow me.
Exhausted and unable to carry any more bodies, you record the coordinates of a few of the corpses. Once this is all over, you should make sure to report them anonymously to public security. With Charon, you keep your guard up alongside the 3 survivors, eventually arriving at the abandoned metro entrance in front of the Ballet Twins Road. Proxy, let's take a short break here. The area around the Ballet Twins has been abandoned due to the hollow disaster, and no one's likely to be around. It's both secluded and safe, making it a perfect place for a conversation. Those 3 survivors... Yes, I know. They just escaped from a killer, so we need to check on their injuries and mental well-being. Could one of them be the client? Unfortunately, I don't think so. After they woke up and saw me, they didn't have any particular reaction. If they were the ones who assigned the commission to find me, they should have recognized me to some extent. Proxy, I'll keep watch around here and be on the lookout for the perpetrator trying to track us, or attempting to ambush us. Could you please have a brief conversation with the 3 survivors? I think they might have information on the perpetrator. And to be honest, I think they might... No, it's probably in my imagination. I'll gather information from them first. Thank you, Proxy. Thank goodness. I can't believe it. I'm still alive. Now the Hollow. What's your name? Me? I'm Jesse. I'm grateful that you were there to save me. When that maniac was chasing me and sniping at me, I really thought I was done for. I have some questions I want to ask you. Questions? Go ahead. Although I don't really want to remember what just happened. You did save my life. How were you kidnapped and brought to the Hollow? I was tricked. I received an anonymous message telling me there was a big job I could do, asking me to meet in an alley on 6th Street. I just arrived at the agreed spot and was waiting when someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. When I woke up, I was already in that Hollow. My hands and feet were tied. Take some time to calm down. I know I got more questions. What did you experience in the Hollow? Although I was tied up in the Hollow, luckily I always carry a folded knife with me. I tried to shake the knife out of my pocket and cut the rope, hoping to escape, especially since the area was filled with ethereals. But suddenly someone shot at me from the shadows. I was so scared that I quickly dropped to the ground to dodge the bullets, but they immediately fired several more shots. I had no choice but to run. The maniac shooting at me. I felt like they never intended to kill me right away. Instead, they seemed to be enjoying, filling me with panic. Every shot scratched me, but none of them were fatal. I just kept dodging the ethereals and the sniper, running for my life. In the end, I finally managed to hide in a place with fewer ethereals, but the maniac shot a tranquilizer into my thigh. I passed out again. After that, I woke up for the second time with you all around me. How are your injuries? I feel a bit dehydrated. I probably should have at least 10 or so abrasions, I think. Surprisingly, no major wounds. Seriously, what's up with that maniac? What did I ever do to them? I made them go through so much trouble to set up a trap and kidnap me. And then throw me into the Hollow to slowly execute me? Take some time to calm down. Is that all you wanted to ask? Well, anyway. Thank you. If I hadn't come any later, if you hadn't come any later, I think all three of us would have been killed. Take a deep breath. If your emotions get too intense, the wound might open. I still feel like I'm gonna throw up. I fear that someone's trying to shoot me. It just won't go away. You guys okay? I'm okay. Did you save us? I'm just about holding up. I'm more or less recovered from the shock. I remember you. You were looking for someone around Port Elpis, weren't you? Yeah, I think I've seen you before. Embarrassing. I never thought we'd meet again like this. What are your names? My name is Zoe. Aaron. Just call me Aaron. Ugh. Feeling nauseous again? I just managed to hold it in. Did you want to ask us something? I have some questions for you. No problem. We'll answer what we can. How did you get kidnapped? For me, you know, I was sightseeing at Port Elpis earlier. After that, I was on my way back home, driving along a deserted road when I seemed to hit something, so I got out of the car to check. You know, that reminds me when it's like, there was a picture on Twitter, or it's mostly something like that, but it's a picture, and it is a Twitter post, and you see, like, on the road, you see spikes on the ground, like wooden planks with spikes, and someone commented, like, oh, like, hey, what are these? If I ever see them, should I, like, get out of the car and, like, remove them? And someone responded with, Oh, you sweet summer child. Well, why don't I enlighten you on what happens? If you get out of the car, you're gonna die. And apparently this girl never even thought about something like that. Anyway, just a few seconds after I got out of the car, someone hit me from behind and knocked me out. I still have the bump on the back of my head. You can still feel it. Let me take a look. There really is a bump on the back of your head. As for me, I was sitting at home with my friend when someone pried open the lock and tampered with our food or water or something. I don't know what they did exactly, but shortly after we ate, we both passed out. Were we the only three rescued from the hollow? Did you see another woman? Just the three of you. What happened to you in the hollow? Do I really have to talk about it? If possible, I'd rather not relive it. I'll go first. After I woke up, I found myself tied up, lying alone in a corner of the hollow, with ethereals wandering nearby. If I didn't make an escape then and there, I'd be doomed. So I found something sharp and cut the rope, and after freeing myself, I was about to run when a bullet grazed the top of my head from above. That's when I realized someone had been watching me all along. Same. The same thing happened to me when I woke up. My limbs were tied and the ethereals were already closing in. Fortunately, the ropes weren't too tight. I used a broken iron railing nearby and eventually managed to cut through them. But I barely ran a few steps when a bullet hit my left arm. I can only grit my teeth and run for my life. She keeps talking, she'll throw up again. That maniac shooting from the shadows, they seem to take pleasure in watching our frantic attempts to escape. They could have just killed us right there. But they deliberately aimed each shot slightly off target, giving us just enough strength to keep going. I heard a threat of ethereals chasing me in the sniper's fire. I didn't even know how long I ran. Eventually, I managed to reach an area where the ethereals were less active. But that maniac shot me with a tranquilizer and I passed out again. Same here. How are your injuries? Aside from the blunt force injury to the back of my head, I also have some minor abrasions and a slight dislocation in my shoulder. On top of that, I'm a bit dehydrated. So there's a headache. Mine are worse. My left arm was hit solid, taking off a small bit of flesh, and the same with my calf. Why am I going through all of this? Take some time to calm down. Alright. Anyway, thank you and your companion. If it weren't for your arrival, I don't think the perpetrator would have let us go so easily. Why are we being targeted? I can't take this anymore. Blech. After a brief check on the three survivors, you share what you learned with Charon. She then calls the three over.
Thank you all for assisting me, even though I'm a stranger. You've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the three of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the Defense Force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company. Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an internet information broker. I'm still pretty new at it though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target me.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Actually, I have a question for you all.
You were in the Defense Force, yet you're all sitting here scared that you... Well, I mean, anyone would be scared they're about to die, but... You know, it made sense when Zoe said she was part of the Defense Force. But you... She must not have been in there long.
Did you see my friend when you were in the Hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
If I recall correctly, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the bodies.
It's all right. I'll keep looking. I hope she's okay. We were always inseparable. We even planned to visit Scott Outpost together for Remembrance Day. I never thought something like this would happen.
Remembrance Day? What's it about?
As the name suggests, it's a day organized by the Defense Force for the families of deceased soldiers and veterans. People gather to mourn their loved ones who died in the fall of the old capital and find comfort in each other's company.
I didn't know the Defense Force did that. Huh. Maybe I should go check it out.
If I can't find her anywhere else, I'll head to Remembrance Day alone. Maybe she'll show up there. Was your missing friend also a member of the Defense Force? Yes, she and I were in the same squad. Obsidian Division's Cartis squad.
This sounds like a series of murders targeting the Defense Force. But Jesse wasn't with the Defense Force.
No, you're probably not far off. Jesse claims to have been up front, but he neglected to mention he was once part of the Defense Force. Right, Jesse?
Oh, so this is a whole government attack.
Well, that's... I just don't like bringing up my past in the Defense Force. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. They're just memories from my time there that I'd rather forget. I was part of Obsidian Division's Noct Squad. That's the absolute truth.
I was also in the Obsidian Division, Impura Squad. I don't know who those who died in the Hollow were, but it seems the killer really is targeting members of the Defense Force.
They seem to not like this Obsidian Division.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, during the fall of the old capital, didn't our 3 squads work together on a mission outside Hollow
Oh my
Zero?
god. I don't know why I just immediately thought of Call of Duty Ghosts. We got fucking Rourke. He's back. He wants revenge. Let me guess, you guys left your companion behind. They were close to death, so you just left them behind. But they survived, and now they want to kill all of you. We're gonna get to the end of the quest, and remember when Call of Duty Ghosts tried to tease a Call of Duty Ghost 2, fucking capturing Logan and being like, "You would have been a hell of a ghost, but there ain't gonna be any ghosts."
We did? I don't really remember.
I have a vague memory of it, but there were so many people on the mission, I don't remember your faces.
Thank you all for the information. I'm starting to see a pattern in the killer's choice of targets. But there's something else I need to ask. I came to this hollow because someone I'm searching for sent me its location. And that person was likely being held by the killer as well. Did you happen to see anyone else?
The 3 survivors exchanged confused glances before shaking their heads at Charon.
You're not giving us much to go on. At least tell us what kind of person you're looking for, male or female, what they look like. Can't offer much help without that.
Sorry, I don't have much else to share. Even so, if any of you remember anything else that may be useful, please let me know. This is very important to me. You don't even know who they are, yet you're so determined to find them. Is it really going to be an issue if you can't find this person? Maybe. I've been searching for someone for a long time. They might be the key to achieving my goal.
I see. Well, whatever happens, I hope you find them. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Thank you. But please, prioritize your own safety. If the killer is targeting former Defense Force members, there's a good chance they'll come after you again. Stay vigilant.
Of course. Once I've checked out Remembrance Day, I'm locking myself in my room and throwing away the key.
You return to random play with Charon. Even after questioning those 3 survivors, the clues we have so far are still insufficient. Our goal is to find the missing client. Right now, we only know that he was likely kidnapped by the perpetrator, but we have no idea who the perpetrator is or where they went. Excuse me. Karen, do you have any ideas? Did I say Karen? Charon, do you have any ideas? I think the other proxy is right. The information on the 3 survivors provided is limited. With our current information, it's hard to deduce where we should go. Our clues have run dry. Why am I hiccuping right now? But we still got something out of it. At least we now know that some characteristics of the perpetrator, a sadistic sniper with a grudge against the defense force, are meticulous in planning, avoid open confrontations, and are obsessed with committing crimes in the Hollow. With these characteristics in the Hollow coordinates, we might be able to deduce the general area where the perpetrator operates, as well as a potential base where they might have placed the kidnapped victims. But that would take quite a lot of time. Yes, while we're narrowing down the search, the perpetrator might continue committing more crimes. Caroline seems somewhat agitated. The lack of clues plunges you all into silence. Just as you are about to accept reality and start organizing the current clues to narrow down the search, the door to the video store suddenly opens. Someone's here. Bell. I think it's Shepard. He's at the counter. The intelligence broker might have something important to tell us. Proxy, let's go talk to him. You bring Shepard to a room where you can talk.
Phaethon, you've already been to the Hollow and made it back safely?
Did you run all the way here? Do you need a moment? We've already been to the Hollow, but unfortunately, we haven't found the client yet.
I'm fine. Did you find any clues there?
There are traces left behind. Signs of a kidnapping. It's very likely the client was involved.
Yeah, it seems the client was kidnapped, brought to the Hollow, and later moved again. We're still looking for clues. But why did you rush over to the store? Did you find anything?
Well, just take a look for yourself.
Shepard shows you his phone. About 10 minutes ago, the missing client sent him another location on Knock Knock. There were no other messages.
I checked a map of New Eridu. This spot, it's another Hollow entrance.
We've been chasing dead ends with absolutely no clues, and now one just appears out of nowhere? Something smells fishy here.
You're sure it's just a disappearance for now and nothing more serious has happened, right? If that's the case, the situation is still manageable. No matter how shaky the clue is, let's keep investigating. Just be careful. Any casualties and this will become something beyond our control. At that point, stop the commission and contact me. I'll bring in some professional Hollow experts to deal with the situation.
Shepard hurries out again. You turn to Charon, who seems unsettled. Has she held back the full truth from Shepard to avoid having the search handed off to someone else?
Thank you for not revealing what really happened to that information broker.
Don't mention it. But I have to ask, why are you doing this? Calling for help might have been the safest way to handle the situation.
The killer is a sniper who has no qualms about taking lives. Judging by the victim's injuries, it's clear they know how to deal a fatal blow and how to inflict pain without causing death. Most Hollow Raiders lack experience dealing with snipers. If they encounter the killer, it's likely to end in a difficult fight, or worse, casualties. And besides, asking for help from others would only delay the search. The client is at risk right now, so I think we should follow the clues and enter the Hollow as soon as possible to ensure their safety.
I helped you keep this from Shepard, but I have to admit, it's just too dangerous. What if this lead is a trap? Who even knows who's really behind the client's messages anymore?
I understand, I really do. But what if we're late and something happens to the client?
Why is the client so important to you, Charon? Would you be willing to tell us? Are you so set on finding them because they're connected to the person you've been looking for?
The client's true identity might be the very person I've been looking for. And if not, they most certainly have some vital information. Since leaving the military, I've spent years searching for my missing teammates. They were more than just comrades who trusted me with their lives. To me, someone raised as an orphan, they were family. I've scoured countless hollows and every corner of New Eridu to find them, but I've never found a single lead. Until I met you and heard that melody on the harmonica. It's called Homecoming. My squad leader composed it. Only our squad knew it. And yet that client of yours not only knows the song, but also gave you the sheet music. Please, Proxy. This client is the only lead I have left. I'm certain my teammates are still alive. If this trail goes cold, I don't know when I'll get another chance to reunite with them.
If they're still alive, could they really be no trace of them after all these years? Wise's gaze towards you seems to convey such a question. But then, thinking about how you're also searching for your teacher, it doesn't seem all that hard to understand.
I get how anxious you must feel. Let's face this together. But this time, we really need to be extra careful.
Thank you, Proxy. I feel much better knowing I have your support. You can trust me. I'll protect you if the killer is really waiting for us in the Hollow. We'll make it out in one piece.
She said one piece. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Alright, take a pause. So it still is in 3 pieces, but now they've kind of just showed it off in kind of a weird way, if you get what I mean. It's just somewhat in a weird way now that they're doing it. The only reason I think it's weird is because why would they, like, why do they make it out like the quest is, I don't know. I think we're gonna end this 5 minutes earlier because, yeah. We're gonna end this 5 minutes earlier. So, I don't know when the next batch of videos will be uploaded, but of course, I'll finish up events and all that kind of stuff until I think we got enough to upload.